Welcome to the topic, Evolution of Management Thought Process. At the end of this video, you will be able to explain the evolution of management thought. Management as a modern area of study has only developed recently. While this area of study borrows heavily from other disciplines such as economics, psychology, sociology, and anthropology. It is now recognized as an independent discipline that has grown tremendously since its beginnings in the early 1900s. Let us now learn more about the evolution of management. Classical thought. Frederick W. Taylor propounded the principles of scientific management in 1911 after testing the operations carried out in the shop floor of a steel company where he was the supervisor. According to Taylor, scientific management means developing a science for each element of an employee's work and identify the most efficient way to replace the old rule of the thumb method. Scientifically selecting, training, teaching and developing the employee. Establishing cooperation between management and workers to ensure that the work is done according to the principles of science. Ensuring equitable division of work and responsibility between the management and workers. Between late 1980s and early 1990s, social scientist Max Weber proposed the idea of bureaucracy. Weber imagined hierarchical organization and delineated the lines of authority in a fixed area of activity, action on the basis of written rules, implemented by neutral officials, and career advancement based on the idea of primacy of the organization over the individuals. His thoughts are considered in the scientific school but transcends into behavioral science area also, since he is talking about how people should behave in an organization and how that should be structured. Neoclassical thought. Scientists from various fields have put forward their thoughts on management. Some of these theories include operational management theory. This is a school of thought led by Henry Fayol, who is often called the father of modern management. In 1916, Fayol identified 14 management principles which were explained across 6 functional groups in an organization. Behavioral science theory. Some of the early proponents of this theory included Wilfredo Pareto, Hugo Munsterberg, and Walter Dill Scott. However, it was Elton Mayo and F.J. Roethlisberger who brought the behavioral science theory to the fore in 1933 through their Hawthorne experiments at the Western Electric Company. These experiments proved that people performed better on the job when they enjoyed a good working relationship with their supervisor and colleagues. In addition, productivity improved when people were given challenges that could be achieved with a little additional effort. Later, in 1946 and 1947, Max Weber expanded this idea to advocate the theory of bureaucracy. Systems theory. This theory was put forward by Chester Barnard through Functions of the Executive in 1938. According to this theory, organizations consist of independent systems which should be integrated by managers. Modern management thought. Modern scientists who have researched management include Peter Drucker. He is famous for his theory management by objective. He advocated that management should lay down objectives for employees of all the levels, from managers to low-ranking workers. The management should then monitor performance and regularly take corrective action through feedback to ensure efficiency. Drucker put forward the concept of a knowledge worker, or one who uses his intelligence to improve workplace productivity. Edward Deming. He believed that, in many cases, quality could be improved without a significant increase in cost. Professor William Auchi. He researched the reasons why Japanese companies had a higher productivity than US companies. He found that it was the manner in which people were managed and connected, and not technology, that was the cause of higher productivity. Auchi also discovered that Japanese companies focused on a strong company philosophy, a distinct corporate culture, long-range staff development, and consensus decision-making. This resulted in lower turnover, increased job commitment, and dramatically higher productivity. This is called Theory Z, and it combines the theories of motivation put forward by Maslow with Deming's writings on quality. Thomas Peters and Robert Waterman. He identified 8 characteristics of an organization that result in achieving excellence. High or strong action orientation, high or strong customer orientation, high or strong managerial autonomy and entrepreneurship, high or strong employee orientation, high or strong company philosophy based on the values of top leadership, high or strong focus on the business they knew best, high or strong organizational structure that was simple and lean-staffed, high or strong balance between centralization and decentralization. Key points discussed in this video are: management thought began to take shape with the F.W. Taylor scientific management theory, operational management theory, behavioral science theory, and systems theory. Modern management thoughts are those propounded by Peter Drucker, Edward Deming, William Auchi, Thomas Peters, and Robert Waterman.